Hey friends and book lovers, and welcome. Today's video is going to be a little quicker than usual. I wanted to come on here and make an announcement, which I'm really excited about, and I wanted to talk about the books that I'm reading this week. So I just figured I would do a quick video, let y'all know my updates, and let me know what you guys are reading this week. So before I start talking about the books that I'm reading, I wanted to finally announce, and if you've been on this channel before, then you've probably heard me hinting at it. My friend Kristen and I will link her bookstagram down below, we have been running a Discord together for the last few weeks. I think at least a few weeks, if not a couple months. We inherited this Discord from Donna over at Moods and Pages. She is adding a lot more variety to her channel, and she no longer has the time to run the book club or the Discord, so she handed it over to Kristen to run, who invited me to help run it with her because she knew I wanted to create my own community, so it just made sense to have me help her out. So instead of creating my own separate Discord, I'm going to be running a Discord with Kristen, which I think is even better. We're having so much fun running it, and it is really fun to run it with someone else. I was a little intimidated by the thought of running my own, but I think I've reached a really good compromise of running it with someone else, and so far it has been so much fun. We have a book club every month. We have just decided on the June pick, and we are going to be reading A Deal with the Elf King by Elise Kova for June, so if you want to read that with us, please come join us. I will link the Discord down below, and we have renamed the Discord to the Atlantis Discord. So we are very, very excited. Right now it's focusing on fantasy romance reads because we're both really into discovering more about that genre, so that's kind of like a sub-goal that I have for myself, so that Discord focuses on that. But there's always the freedom to suggest books that you want to read even if they don't fall within that subgenre. We do read a lot of variety. I think Kristen reads even more genres than I usually read, so there is a lot that can be suggested there. So we really take your book suggestions and then we put them to a poll for the next book month pick. Right now we have a bunch of them, mostly because I've been spamming all the book suggestions. But again, if you guys want to join, I will link the Atlantis Discord down below, and you guys are more than welcome to join and come support. Other than the monthly book club pick, we are usually chatting about our favorite books or books that we're reading, and then just favorite authors. The community is also open to discussing things that are not just strictly bookish, but that is the core of the people that are going to be finding us. So feel free to join if you would like to. We would love to have you on there. Now, without any further ado, let's discuss the books that I'm reading this week. So the first one is The Jasmine Throne by Tasha Suri. This one is an e-arc that I got from NetGalley, which I was so thrilled about, and it comes out I think in early June. This is following a princess and a maidservant that both have forbidden magic. I haven't read anything by Tasha Suri, so this is going to be my first one from her. I have the first book in her other duology, Empire of Sand, but I haven't read that yet. So I'm starting with this one because it's coming out and I do want to do a review on this soon. So stay tuned for a review on my channel for The Jasmine Throne. It was also one of my anticipated releases for the year and an anticipated release for the summer. So I will be discussing that in another video as well. The next two books that I'm reading this week are The Bitter Twins by Jen Williams. Now, we have a small group of us that are reading this. I haven't started it yet, but I'm planning on starting it either tonight or over the weekend and getting a good chunk done. I do want to read this. Joanna and I are thinking of continuing doing the live shows for this book, so I think it'll only be a lot of fun. And we have a small group of us that are reading it, so it's a buddy read that we're trying to do for May. And then we're reading the third one, Poison Song, in July as the ending and part of our buddy read as well. If you guys have read The Ninth Rain, which is the first one in the Winnowing Flame trilogy, please let me know. I want to hear your thoughts on it. And if you've read The Bitter Twins, let me know. I know a few of you that have loved the trilogy, and I think it's going to be a favorite of mine coming up, so I'm really excited to get into this one. I don't want to say anything about the synopsis because saying anything about a synopsis for a book 2 or a book 3 in a series will just spoil you for the first one, so I highly encourage you to go check out the synopsis for The Ninth Rain if you're intrigued by my talking about The Bitter Twins, which is the second one in the Winnowing Flame trilogy by Jen Williams. The third book that I want to start, and I'm hoping to start it now, otherwise I might start it in June, but that is Master of Sorrows by Justin T. Call, and the dust jacket for this is actually so beautiful. I was just really lazy to take it down, so I'll try to insert a picture so you guys can see what it does look like, but I'm really excited for this book. I have had it on my shelf for a really long time and I've been meaning to read it. I just haven't gotten to it, but it's basically like a Dark Lord premise book, and I'm always really intrigued by reading about the background and history of any kind of world that's like ruled by the Dark Lord or how the Dark Lord came to be. Those kinds of stories really interest me. Since I love hero stories, I want to hear the other side as well. So this is one that I want to read. It's also set in a school setting, and the second one for this series came out in May. I don't know if it's going to be a trilogy or just a series, like a longer series, but I know that there's going to be, I think, at least 3 books, if not more. And since the second one came out in May, I definitely want to read this and review it so that I can get on to the second one and read that one and maybe review it and see where I am in the series, and hopefully I'll want to continue. But again, I've heard good things about this so far. It hasn't been as widely discussed on BookTube, but I think it's getting a little bit more traction now since the second one has been released. If you guys have read Master of Sorrows by Justin T. Kulp, please let me know. I definitely want to hear about other opinions on this book from others who may have already read it. So that's all for this video today. Something short and sweet. I wanted to announce the Discord followed by the books that I'm reading this week so I can hear about what reads you guys are all reading this week. So please let me know in the comments down below. If you like this video, please click the like button down below. That always helps me out with YouTube's algorithm. And if you like this content and you want to see more from me and you want to see other videos that I've done, please click the subscribe button.